So let's be honest, Gears of War 4 Horde in public matchmaking can kinda suck. But I got some Gears of War 4 Horde tips and tricks for you that will help you beat 25 waves or 50 waves and have a lot more fun doing it. Hey guys, it's Chris with Blind Man's Bluff Gaming. Thanks for taking the time to check out this video, and I hope you're doing awesome today. Hey, if you're new to the channel, are you looking to stay up to date with the latest Gears of War 4 tips and tricks videos? Then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click that bell notification so you get notified immediately when content comes out. Now to start with, any Horde game needs 2 classes and preferably 3 classes for sure. The first one is an engineer, the second one is a scout, and third one is the sniper with called shot. Now you don't necessarily need a sniper with called shot, but it's going to make your life a lot easier and make your Horde game a lot easier. So think of it this way, a sniper with called shot is what Hammer of Dawn used to be. I mean, incredibly powerful. So what I like to do is to give myself the best chance to have a full game is start right away in the lobby. If we're missing a scout or engineer or even a sniper, I'll switch to that class. Now if I'm hell-bent on playing soldier or heavy, I'm just going to dashboard and get out of that lobby and then just reload and start it, in a different lobby and hopefully get a better mix of players. Now if you're playing on Gears of War 4 Insane Horde Frenzy or Inconceivable or something like that, I definitely check when I get into the lobby, check that your scout and engineer are at least prestige 1 or higher. That way you know they have a good chance anyway of having the right cards and having them at level 5 or 6. Now as far as builds go, I think it's important to have a build that allows you to have the most flexibility when playing with other players, mainly so you can carry weaker players, which you're probably going to end up with in public matchmaking. Now for engineer, I make sure I'm running repair boost, sentry cost, sentry capacity, turret discount, and fortification health. Now this is just my preference, but the reason I run, for example, sentry capacity is it allows me to fill them up, and it gives me some time in case I have trouble getting to my sentries, or for some reason the scout isn't depositing or picking up power, or it just gives you some breathing room. Now for turret discount, I run that because you need a turret, right? For some reason people aren't building turrets anymore in Horde, and I understand that they got nerfed, they're a little more expensive, but yet if you have a heavy on your team, build at least 1 turret between wave 1 and 10 to make sure you're taking advantage of that added firepower. Now I wouldn't build more than 2 turrets, because what's going to happen is all of a sudden everyone's going to be on a turret and you're not going to have any money as an engineer. Now as far as fortification health goes, I like this skill a lot just because it adds 40% extra health for my barriers, turrets, especially for the sentries. That way you can be more aggressive in how far you put them forward. So I like that a lot. But if you like fortification discount or anything else, I mean, that's up to you. Scout. Now if I'm running scout, the first thing every scout needs to have is deposit bonus level 6. Now the second thing I like to run is pickup radius. Now I've tried running without this and running with it, and it's night and day how annoying it is without it. It's just ridiculous. So I run it. I'd rather have another card on, but hey, what are you gonna do? Now the third thing is health boost, fourth thing is health regeneration boost, and the fifth thing, it depends on the difficulty. Now me personally, I like to run shotgun damage even on insane, because as a scout, me personally, I don't like to run around and just pick up power because it's boring. But if I'm running Inconceivable, or if I'm dying a lot, I'll switch to dodge or speed or something like that. Now for sniper, I think the most important thing again is called shot. You want to have called shot as level 6 if all possible. Next thing I like to run is mark boost, which allows me to mark multiple targets with called shot, which makes a big difference. The third thing I like to run is headshot damage, precision rifle damage, And for my 5th skill, Team Revive or Sniper Strike. Now, for me, admittedly, I'm not a great sniper. I'm not a guy who's going to get 300, 400 kills with an M-bar. So I build my sniper in a more of a support role, so I can still kill a lot if I need to, but the called shot and the mark boost and Team Revive are more important. Now for heavy, I think heavy is actually one of the most important ones to build right. I played a game the other night and I had my heavy spec for, I believe it was heavy weapon damage. No, I had them spec for a turret build, so I had mark damage, turret damage, and Berserker Honor, some weird build, and I had a miserable time because I couldn't kill anything. Engineer didn't want to build a turret, Engineer didn't even build weapon lockers, so I had nothing. Anyways, the first thing I suggest putting on there is explosive launcher damage. That way you can use your boom shot, you can use a torque bow, drop shot, whatever you like. The second thing is heavy weapon damage. Third thing is mark damage. Fourth thing is thick skin, and the 5th skill is last stand. Now, mark damage I like a lot because that works on anything. Any gun you use or turret, heavy weapon, anything, it will give you that buff. Thick skin I think is really nice, especially for if you're using a heavy weapon or again a turret, it helps a lot. And last stand will actually allow you to use a heavy weapon on insane or even inconceivable without getting constantly down. Now for soldier, I run assault rifle damage, active reload boost, grenade damage, resupply, and hammer of dawn or assault rifle magazine capacity or grenade capacity. Now I run active reload boost because if you hit an active reload boost, it's ×4 damage, and that stacks upon your assault rifle damage, so you can put out a lot of damage if you can hit them. A tip for this is to make sure you're running a rifle that you can hit active reloads consistently on. Like for me, that's the Lancer. I can hit that pretty much, 70% of the time, so it definitely helps. Now I like grenade damage a lot and it can be really powerful. I would give you one tip though, don't stick enemies with it because the grenade damage radius is bigger and you're just going to down yourself or turn yourself into chum. And another thing I found with grenade damage is planting them on insane is semi-productive. I mean, sometimes you're going to get kills with it, with trackers and juvies and stuff like that. But where they're really powerful is when you throw them. Because for some reason you can kill sentinels with them if you hit the grenade below them, so they're actually really powerful. And resupply, I got mine I think a level 4 or something. Basically I have a never-ending supply of grenades. You can't just throw them constantly, but throw a grenade, shoot a little bit, throw another grenade, you can pretty much throw them as much as you want to. Hammer of Dawn is a little iffy because you don't know what your engineer is going to be doing. Now this is assuming nobody's talking, which is 99% of the games of public Horde, but you don't know what your engineer is doing, so you don't want to just run up and just shoot off a Hammer of Dawn for no reason. But it is really, really nice to have if everything's just going to pot and you're just, you're the last guy alive or something. If you are looking to stay up to date on the latest Gears of War 4 Horde tips and tricks videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Until next time guys, this is Chris, Dilly Dilly.